brought these in from, are these from the nursery?
It's from Growing Works Nursery.
From Growing Works Nursery, and these are actually going to be in the auction on the horticulture, the evening of the Horticulturist of the Year Awards banquet. It's going to be in the silent auction. So we have 4 Dudleas here. First is Dudleya bretonii. This is one of the largest, I think it is the largest of the Dudleyas. Chalk Dudleya, succulent, blooms in spring and summer, and best in well-draining soil. Also, if you can plant almost all of the Dudleyas, if you have a stacked stone wall or you're stacking a wall, you can plant them in the wall. Dump everything.
Maybe without soil, but it'll be
You can plant them in the wall, and they'll actually grow better that way, so they don't get overwatered. One thing, we were just discussing this when we came in tonight, the yellowing on the tips of the leaves might be because of adding some summer water, which although some of these they live in areas that do get some monsoon moisture, they'll take some summer water, but it's best to err on the dry side. But if they do lose a bunch of leaves that yellow, don't think they're dead. Until they literally fall apart, they're not dead. They'll come back. They're like a resurrection plant almost. So, next one is this sweet little, this is Dudleya cymosa. I've actually never seen this before. It doesn't get very large, but this is, look at the flowers on that are just, that's adorable. I want to take that home.
I'll be bidding against you.
Dudleya trascae. I've actually seen this. This will make rather large colonies, won't it? Does this one, or is it one of the others?
I don't remember.
Okay, I think this one does. I'm mistaken. Does it? No. Does this grow singly? Okay. Sorry about that. One of them does. They make nice big clumps. Oh, this is from Santa Barbara Island. And Dudleya farinosa, the powdery live forever, from California and Oregon. And that's just going into bloom with beautiful pale cream colored flowers. That's really nice.
And I just want to say, if anybody has heard about issues with poaching on these plants, they're not that hard to grow from seed. These are all seed grown. You just have to be patient. So these are all legit plants.
Next up from Eric and Ann Brooks is Eremophila summertime blue. So this is from Australia, and this is a large shrub and blooms, I think, pretty much
Right here, all the time.
right, blooms all
It's
the
going
time.
crazy. I brought the picture because it's about 5 feet tall and about 5 feet wide right now. It's very happy.
I thought they tended to just bloom in warm weather, but it's blooming pretty constantly.
It seems like it's always got flowers
And
on it.
hummingbirds, or
Not much. No.
Is that a native?
no, Australia.
Australian.
Yeah, so it will flower from spring all the way to the fall, and it's very easy to propagate from cutting it when it is warm.
If you didn't hear that, blooms spring all the way into fall, easy to propagate from cutting.
You're welcome to take a piece if
Yeah,
you want.
yeah, take a piece and try it. Muscania macroptera, this is the orchid vine or yellow butterfly vine. And how this,
It's a healthy, happy vine. It grows like crazy.
okay, so, I mean, in a,
Coastal.
there are vines that are evil, take over the world, but this isn't that bad, is it?
This one's not that bad, but it's pretty. It's
You need
pretty
to
vigorous.
keep your eye on it, but if you turn your back, it won't strangle you. And this actually blooms a fair
A
amount.
lot, and it's just so cheerful all the time.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice contrast between the foliage and the bloom itself.
Is it
this-
Tacoma or Tecumseh?
It's Tacoma. This is Tacoma stands. And do you know which one this? Okay, so Tacoma stands comes from, the Texas hill country and all the way down into Mexico, kind of from that area. So they actually mix nicely with watered California landscapes, or at least, moderately watered, drought-tolerant landscapes with Mediterranean mix and stuff, and bloom during hot weather and can really take the heat. So these are really nice. Hummingbirds love these. This might be marmalade. I'm not sure. It looks
Yeah, it
like
could be. We might have gotten it from the Huntington.
might have gotten it from the Huntington sale. How
But
tall
it
is
is
this?
just absolutely crazy with the Orioles right now. We have a whole bunch of baby Orioles in the backyard.
Yeah,
and
the
they're
Orioles
so-
are all over mine too. It's kind of nice to see. How tall is this one?
It's about 8 feet tall.
So 8 feet. That's a big, one of the larger ones. A lot of the Tacomas get quite large. They're breeding smaller ones, and the color ranges go from really bright, brilliant yellows all the way through oranges into almost red. It's a kind of reddish orange. Small flowers, really large flowers, big clusters. One of the nice things about these plants is generally about January, you can hack it back really hard and keep it to much more compact. So if it's getting out of hand, or if it's misshapen, if one side of it's grown to, you can hack these back really hard. If you water them, up they come, or if it rains. So these are really nice to use in a landscape, as long as they're
In the back.
where they should be, at the back. Combretum, this is Combretum fruticosum. There's a couple of different Combretums. You don't see this much anymore. This is kind of an old-fashioned plant. And it's unfortunate because it's a shrubby vine, I would call it. I don't even know if it's a vine. It's more of it's a relaxing shrub. It sort of relaxes into things. It kind of drapes its way. This, Alfred brought this in. He's right here. If you want to ask any questions about it. Yeah, it's called orange flame vine, but my favorite common name for it is epaulette vine because it looks like the epaulette on a uniform. This is an interesting one because it's very unprepossessing most of the year. It just sort of sits there, and then suddenly one day it just goes kablam. So
And that's popular with nectar-eating birds too.
yes, another one for
Orioles, yeah.
Yes. No babies though. Still got
Yeah. We had I've seen a wild version growing in Mexico, just covered with 3 or 4 different species of Orioles.
yeah. So Orioles love this. Hummingbirds generally come to it. So
birds.
And-
Honeybees, dumpster dive for nectar because it's very rich in nectar producing. So
the other things I've noticed about when you have things like this, and I have Eochroma also in my yard, is that they all produce nectar, their best nectar, at different times of the day. You'll actually see the hummingbirds going for one thing, and you're like, why aren't they over here? And then 3 hours later, everyone's warring over here, over the next plant. So they seem to be on some sort of weird time thing. It's like the Eochroma I know is going to be late afternoon. They'll all be fighting over it. The Tacoma is in the morning. It's kind of interesting. I should chart this, but it's just my observation. So anyway, thank you all for bringing in the plants, and please do, when we have meetings, online meetings, you can submit pictures and fill out the form. It's very easy. Bring your plants in. If you don't want to fill out the form, we can do it for you, but we may ask you a few very, personal questions. Like, where did you get it? We need to know. So, thank you.